How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video we are going to be looking at the UEFA Champions League. We're going to be making a couple predictions for each tie, and what I want you guys to do right now is go into the comments, and you don't have to maybe for each tie, but pop in a couple predictions, maybe score predictions for the Champions League ties in the comments below. And because what I'm going to be doing is each round I'm going to be making predictions, and I'll be looking back on these predictions when the quarterfinal comes around. So I'll review my predictions, and I'll also look at some of your predictions in the comments below. So make sure you get down there and put some predictions in if you want to feature in the video. But yeah, I also want to say I'm making this video a little bit early, so what's the date today? It's the 27th of January, so things may change at this point when the ties come around, like some injuries or like COVID might happen to some players, but we're just going to go off the basis of what I think is going to happen, and let's just start. So we're going to start with Man City Sporting. I think this one's really easy. Man City should and probably will go through. I don't think it will be... I think they might struggle a bit in the first leg in Portugal. Maybe a 2-1 win, but I see them cruising by, to be honest. I think they should be really embarrassed if they don't win that. Another easy one, get out the way, Bayern Munich with Red Bull Salzburg. Bayern Munich should really wipe the floor with Salzburg. I was impressed with them, to be fair, in the group stage, but yeah, Bayern should easily destroy them. That's really the main, really easy ones out of the way. Let's get into the more interesting ones, I guess. Watch them too now, Sporting and Salzburg, somehow beat them. But yeah, let's go for Villarreal Juventus. So this one is going to be really, really interesting, I think. Juventus have not been great this season. They've picked up a little bit recently, but they've been really struggling to score goals. Obviously, as of recording, it looks like they've signed Dusan Vlahovic, who is definitely going to help with the goals. But I think this is going to be a really tricky tie for them. Villarreal, again, they haven't been amazing, but they've been solid, and they have European pedigree, or at least Unai Emery does. And the first leg is in Spain. I think this is going to be a really close encounter. I think it might be like a 1-1 draw, and then I reckon Juventus might nick it in the second leg at home in Turin, maybe 1-0, 2-0. But I think that's going to be a really, really tight tie, to be honest. But I'd tip Juventus to go through there. Chelsea Lille. Now again, on paper this should be easy for Chelsea. However, I don't think it will be as easy as it seems. Chelsea have had their struggles recently. They've had a lot of fixtures, quite a few injuries. Things haven't really been clicking up front. They struggled to break down deep blocks. But I think they should go through, and again, they should be really embarrassed if they don't go through here. I expect them to win. However, I think it might be fairly close, maybe a 2-1 win at home, and then like a 1-0 win away, something like that. But yeah, I expect the holders to go through. Benfica Ajax. This one, it's going to be a really interesting one. I think this tie will be. Ajax were scintillating in the group stages. They really were great, and they've been good in the league as well. I think they've only conceded like 5 goals this season, which is mad, at least in the league. And obviously they've think they won every group game. Benfica, though, they're no mugs, you know. I know Barcelona aren't in the best state, but they beat Barcelona 3-0, I think it was. So Benfica are not a walkover, and I think this will be a close game. I reckon Benfica are going to beat them in Lisbon, but may fall short in Amsterdam. I reckon it'll be like maybe 2-1 Benfica at Lisbon, and then 2-0 Ajax. I'll pull it back in Amsterdam. Also, another interesting thing to throw in the mix is there's no away goals now. That rule has been scrapped. I'm kind of disappointed about that. I thought it really made the Champions League what it is, added that little extra incentive for the away team. You know, it felt so much more an away victory. So I'm a bit gutted at that, but I guess it's going to mean like the away teams aren't just going to sit back, you know, and try and nick a goal and just play for the home tie now. So hopefully we get more entertaining games. PSG Real Madrid. Now this is the tie of the round. Sorry, definitely PSG Real Madrid, two heavyweights going up against each other. Obviously PSG, they've got all the individual talent in the world. They've been good, but things aren't really clicking in terms of them being as a collective team. We saw when they came up against Man City, they got absolutely destroyed because Man City played like a collective team, PSG didn't. But PSG did beat Man City simply because of the individual talent. You know, Messi scores a brilliant goal, and I think Mbappe scored as well. So you literally cannot rule them out at one point because they've got talent which will literally just win the game in a blink of an eye. Real Madrid I've been fairly impressed with them this season, I can't lie. They've not been amazing, you know. I wouldn't say they're like favourites, but when they're in the Champions League, Real Madrid, you never ever rule them out in the Champions League. They showed last season. They got to the semi-finals and they weren't even that good. It was really Benzema just carrying them up front. And this year, Vinicius Jr. has actually chipped in and helped. And they look a more well-rounded, complete team under Ancelotti. And he's obviously got lots of pedigree and experience in the competition, which is going to help them. I think this is going to be a really interesting one. The first leg is in Paris. I think at Paris, PSG will win. I reckon PSG will win that maybe 2-1. And at the Bernabeu, Real Madrid. This is really tough one to call. I reckon PSG will win 2-1, and maybe I think Madrid will beat them at the Bernabeu. But actually, you know what? I think PSG will win 2-1, and then it will be a 1-1 draw at the Bernabeu. I just think PSG's quality is just going to shine through. You know, Messi hasn't been great in the league, but he's been great in the Champions League. Neymar, I think he might be fit enough for that. Then Mbappe, of course, will cause problems on that counter-attack. And I just think Real Madrid might struggle to deal with that, you know. But I think this is going to be a cracker and it can go either way, but I'm tipping PSG only just. Next is Inter Milan versus Liverpool. I think, again, this is a tie which is dangerous for Liverpool. It's dangerous. And I think Inter Milan will fancy their chances here. But I do expect Liverpool to win. I've been impressed by Inter this season and Liverpool. Liverpool's defence, though, has been really shaky this year. Their attack has been amazing, but their defence not so much. So I think Inter will be able to score goals against Liverpool, but I just think they're going to get outscored. So I reckon Liverpool probably beat them 2-1 in Milan, and then at Anfield, I don't think Inter are going to beat them at Anfield. They might be able to get a draw, but they're not going to beat them at Anfield. I reckon Liverpool will go through, but it's going to be a really nice tie to watch. I reckon it'll be lots of goals in this one. And the last tie we've got is Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. This one is going to be very interesting. Unlike Liverpool and I don't think there's going to be many goals at all in this one, because Man United are still really trying to understand. They've got a lot of problems trying to understand how Rangnick wants them to play, and Atletico Madrid have been poor this season. You know, they're never renowned for scoring goals. They're always good defensively, but this year they've not been good. They've really been scraping past teams. Obviously Ronaldo is the factor. He loves scoring against Atletico, and he's been performing for them in the Champions League, to be fair, this season. I think this one, I don't think Man United are going to beat Madrid at home. You know, they rarely lose at home in a Champions League knockout. I don't remember the last time they did. I don't think they'll beat them. Might be able to nick a point, maybe a 1-1 in Madrid, and then at Old Trafford. I'm backing Madrid to beat them. I reckon they can get a 2-1 win at Old Trafford, to be honest. I think United, they've got a lot of struggles. Again, it wouldn't surprise me if they won this, but I just tip Atletico. I think they've got more experience in these knockout stages than the United boys, and same with Simeone. He's more experienced in these ties. He knows how to get through them. The away goals factor is probably going to hurt them slightly, because they have been using that in recent years to their advantage, but I still back Atletico Madrid to win this tie against United. But yeah, that is my predictions for the Champions League. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree with any of the prediction which I've made, and if you have enjoyed, please leave a like, consider subscribing, and I will see you in another video. Peace.